Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillahi nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu alayhi. Wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlilhu fala hadiya lahu. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam tabaraka wa sallama tasliman katsiran amma ba'd. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa man ahsanu qawlan mimman da'a ila Allah wa amila salihan wa qala innani minal muslimin. My dear brothers and respected elders and sisters, some of us are blessed with the religion of Islam and some of us aren't. So, there are only two groups. One, who are blessed with the religion of Islam, who has obeyed Allah in the way which Allah is pleased, with the intention to please Allah, and Allah become pleased with them. These are the people who are treading the path of success. The other group is the one who are not blessed with the religion Islam, or has been blessed and yet ungrateful, and as a result of ungratefulness, they have gone to the wrong path. The wrong path means not following Muhammad SAW. They have recited the kalimah, there is no God except Allah and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, but yet they did not follow Muhammad SAW. In other words, they did not follow the path that goes straight to become the lover of Allah. Our aims of life is to become the lover of Allah. The purpose as to why we are created is to become the lover of Allah. Do you know that or you don't? If you don't, then it's very unfortunate that we do not know the very purpose as to why we are created. If we do not know the purpose, or we have the wrong purpose, naturally our path is not the straight path. Naturally we will not be able to follow that path because we don't even know what's the purpose. Why I'm living here every day, day after day. Now it's already about 20 years, now it's already about 60 years. Time to return has about to come, and still we are not knowing what is our purpose, what is our aim. So we are the most unfortunate person. Many people become unfortunate people. Unfortunately. Why? They don't know the purpose, the reason as to why they are created. So they have their own reasons. They have their own purpose, which they have gathered through their experience, living in this world and seeing others, or following others. And most of the people in this world are the people who have made the purpose of their life is to live with luxury. To live with luxury and happiness, they say, a lot of material wealth. With the belief that with the material wealth, they certainly will have a life in this world which is full of peace and tranquility. So they go on that wrong path of acquiring material wealth. So the path of acquiring the material world is the path of getting good jobs, or the path of having good business. Because the path of getting good job and good business, we give them good money. Because to most people, to all the people, with money only we can get things that we want, which everyone wants. Big houses, big car, good food, able to tour the world, able to take vacations, able to give presents to the loved ones, having to have many occasions of happiness, such as birthday, Father Day, Mother Day, Grandmother Day. So many days being created to celebrate the occasion that we are born in this world. Why we have birthdays celebration? Many people have it almost every year, some occasionally, some not at all, like me. I don't believe in celebrating birthday. I don't want to wish usually birthday to anyone, but somehow rather than the Facebook, occasionally they reminded you about the birthday of your relative, your sisters. Unwillingly, I have to wish them happy birthday. That's about all I wrote, nothing more. Because I don't believe in it. Why should we celebrate birthday? For what reason? If not to remind us about our purpose. If only to be happy, we can be happy in any other ways, not only to have birthdays. And naturally, it's a form of trying to spend money, to waste money, to give business to the shops of various things which people need to buy in order to celebrate birthday, which is birthday cakes. So how many times birthday you need to have? Every year? The death of my father. Every year you should. The death of my father. The Malays, they have this called kenduri arwah. They don't do it every year, but occasionally they have kenduri arwah for mother. My sisters, that didn't come, always have kenduri arwah, and during that time he will call me and I will go. Where people, family members gathered reading Yasin, then asking some religious who start from the mosque to make prayer for the safety of the mother in the grave. So they believe in things like this. There is no reports that the prophets have told the Muslim to do that, but anyway, giving food to people is something good. But the purpose of giving food is not only simply giving food, to ask them to make dua, for the safety of the dead. The dead is really the safety of the dead of his mother and father. My father had died long time ago, in 1993, I think. I still remember that time I was in the past. I was spending 4 months within the country. So I have to stop for a day or two to see my father who is about to die. Then after he has expired, went to the grave, buried him. I went back to the Jamaat. I didn't attend the, they call it Kenduri Arwah feast to remember the death. First day, second day, third day. 3 consecutive days where people come to the house and they will make dua for my late father. I didn't come. My mother was very furious, and he was not very happy with me for doing so, because he said when I die, Nasoha will do the same. He would not, come for this feast and remembering me who has died. So he was not happy. It was conveyed to me by my sisters. He didn't tell to me. My brother, my eldest brother, said Nasoha is doing something much more important than this. He seems to understand it. Anyway, these are the culture to remind of our birth, and culture of having not festival, something like a feast to remind our death. These are the time when people come to our house having food. But since I'm not practicing it, so I'm not inviting anybody for food. Either celebrating the birthday of my children or reminding my father or my father who have died. I didn't practice it. Why? Well, it is not the order of Allah. If it is, certainly I have to do it. It is not. You can do it. I don't say it's wrong. But anything that we do, we should be very sure it is the order of Allah. And anything that we want to do in this life, we must make sure it is the order of Allah. Either it is far, obligatory, or non-obligatory, which is called sunat. Sunat muakkad or sunat which is not muakkad. In all orders of Allah, they are divided between the orders which we have to obey, the other orders that we should not obey, we should not do, prohibitions. So in prohibitions there are haram, which is totally forbidden. Below that is we call makruh, which is not totally prohibited, which is highly, you can do. They are called makruh. One is haram, second is makruh. Makruh you can do, but you got no rewards. Definitely haram, if you do, you got sins. So the makruh divide by 2. Makruh which is closer to haram, and makruh which is not closer to haram. There is no harus in hukum. People asking, what is the hukum of taking vaccine? Some answered, harus. Harus is not hukum. But somehow they say it is harus. Harus means they take makruh, but it's not. Hukum is either it is haram or makruh. Order, either the fard or sunat. And sunat are divided into 2, which is highly recommended. Makruh, there is sunat which is highly recommended. What is called muakkad, and another one is sunat which is not highly recommended, which is non-muakkad. That's all. Fardu, they got two. One fardu ain and the other one is fardu kifayah. Fardu ain is obligatory in without exception. That is fardu ain. Woman, man, sick or healthy, adults. In no circumstances, either you are sick or you are well, or you are at home, or you are travelling. This is fardu ain, which is like the salat of that salat, and doing the work of dawah. Doing the work of inviting people to good, forbidding people from evil, or doing dawah is fardu ain. And prayer is fardu ain. Women, they are fardu ain but praying, but there are times when they are allowed not to pray during their menstruation period. But men, completely. There is no circumstances which the men should not, are allowed not to pray. The salat of Jama'ah in the mosque is fardu kifayah for men. Now, all men should perform the salat, unless, with exception. Exception is you are sick. You are sick, that's about all. But every man is adult man must attend the prayer with congregation in the mosque nearby to his house. Except when he's sick, he has to pray too, but in his house. Not to pray in the house when he's healthy and he can go to the mosque. He simply choose to pray at home or in the shop. They have disobeyed Allah or this. But praying in the mosque is not fardu kifayah for women. They don't need. They just pray in the houses. They are preferably, it is preferable for them to pray in the house, not in the mosque. They may, they want to come, but preferably for them is in the house. So, doing the work of dawah is fardu ain to everyone, men or men or women, adults who have reached puberty, in their locality. In their locality, to do the work of inviting people to good, forbidding people from evil, or doing the work of dawah is obligatory, fardu ain. This hukum has never been mentioned throughout the ages. No one knows what is the hukum of doing the work of dawah, because no one does. Not even the so-called religious scholar. Since thousands of years, probably since the time of Adam, nobody knows what is the hukum. Is it for fardu ain, or it is fardu kifayah, or is it sunat, or is it sunat ghair muakkadah? Nobody knows. So one person asked some so-called religious scholar, the Imam, what is the hukum of doing dawah? He replied, it's good if you can do it. The hukum is good. It's not, in Islam there is no good. Either is for or sunnah. He cannot answer it. In other words, he cannot answer. He cannot give the correct answer. It's good. Good is what? None. We cannot define hukum, good, not good. That means he doesn't know hukum also. As I told you, what's the hukum of taking vaccine? Makruh. Harus. The hukum of taking vaccine is makruh tahrimi. Makruh which is close to haram. Why? There is side effects. or something which is to certain people will give them some bad consequences. So, the hukum of dawah is unknown throughout the ages. That's why no one is very fond of doing or willing to do, because it's a very tough job. You know, something that is tough, people easily relinquish that job if it's tough. No one like to choose a tough work. The work of inviting people to Allah, going to them, their houses, their shop, begging them for time, talking to them about Allah, the greatness of Allah. There's no God except Allah. Allah is the doer, the creator. He created the sky, the moon. He creates you and me. In a day time will come and we will die and we will meet Him and we will be asked as to what we have done in this world. So believe in Him, my brother, in the way of Muhammad SAW. So these are tough work. And on top of that, this work requires us to give sacrifice of our own time and not paid. On top of not being paid for giving time, we have to spend our own money to do that job, if in case we need to go outside our locality to other places within the city or the country or in the whole world. We need to spend our own money. We cannot ask money from the other people. We have to be patient when anyone say anything bad towards you. You cannot reply the evil that they're doing to you with another evil. You must reply or repel the evil which has been done to you with good deeds. And these are tough. So work is already something that people do not like. Even to work to earn money, to go to work to earn money, whatever work it is, people also do not like, because they like to enjoy, they like to have their lust to be fulfilled. Yet they do not want to work. But if they don't want to work, they cannot have the money. When they don't have the money, they cannot fulfill their lusts, their desires. So they are forced to work. It's okay for them, because they say, I need to work. Otherwise, how to feed myself and my family? How to eat? How to live? I need to pay the rents. How to have a car or motorbike? I have to pay them. So somehow or other, even though work is tough, but I need or I'm forced to do. So either I like it or don't, I will go every morning to work. But I will wait for the Sunday to come, Saturday. This is the time when I don't need to go to work and I will enjoy myself, to do what I like. So that's why many people love holidays. Today is a holiday. What? Someone died, the king of the country has passed away. We never, very happy. Why? People don't like to work, basically. Now you want to work to earn iman, to earn closeness to Allah. Will you think that people like to work? Even to work, to earn money, they don't like, and with the money they can satisfy their lust, their desire of this world, which they ardently adorned. How could they want iman? With iman, what will I have? They don't believe in the hereafter. They don't believe that they will be resurrected to become alive again and they will be asked as to what they are doing in this world. They don't believe. Would you think they will work? to earn iman? Never. That's why this work of inviting people to good, forbidding people from evil is immediately neglected the moment the prophets have passed away from this world. That's the first work to be neglected, to be denied, to be obeyed, Throughout the centuries, it is a practice. The first order of Allah which people tend to neglect is when their prophets of Allah has passed away. The first order of Allah which they tend to neglect is the work to sacrifice their time, their own wealth, in doing the work of inviting people to Allah, or in doing the work inviting people to good, forbidding people from evil. And because of this, good deeds never flourish. What flourished in the whole world since time of Adam till today is evil deeds. Because the first work which are neglected the moment the prophets of Allah died is the work of preventing evils, or the works of inviting people to good deeds. So good deed never flourish, never grows after any prophets of Allah has passed away, never grows up, never being elevated. The world has never been flourished with good deeds, but ever since Adam times, Prophet Adam, till today, the world is flourished with devils, evil deeds, with devils and evil deeds. So, Mr. Sufyan, so what do you think will come from Allah to us? When the world is infested with evil deeds, naturally we will not have rahmah or blessing. Blessing means, a good world with a good weather, good fruits, and good, all the things that we need to become good. But instead, we will have calamities coming one after the other, like beads falling from the string, one after another. What calamities? We'll have flood, earthquake, we'll have rains of stones, we have destruction one after another. The people of Pompeii, the city of Pompeii, very near to that city there's a volcano producing, molten lava. It was not active, but Allah made it active. So one time the people of Pompeii are known to be habituated with bad habits. The people who have make it a law, it is okay to show your sexual intercourse to others. You can do it in front of others. It is acceptable acts for the people of Pompeii. They do sex with woman with men with men, woman with woman, even outside the houses. They lose shames. They become naked. So they came and Allah makes the volcano to pour its lava and burn the people or roasted the people of Pompeii, like none can ever see. They become stone. Can see until today. Two guys hugging another, less of homosexuals, or men and women making sex in their house, in outside. It's there to see. These are calamities. These are not mercy. Droughts. Yeah? It's calamities. There are no rains for months, for years. So the calamities that have come to this world is as a consequences of the evil, of the bad deeds, evil deed that we have committed. And naturally, that is not Allah's fault. It's your fault. That is our fault. We have chosen to disobey Him. We have chosen not to do the work preventing evils. We only want to enjoy ourselves, to do whatever we want in this world. We want to fulfill our lusts, our desires, to be able to do, to eat, to drink, enjoy, having fun, like the peoples of Rome, making coliseums. Only, coliseum, and they are making like something to have fun with a man fight with the animals. Who is stronger, the animal or the man? What is that man called? Gladiator. We can see that in the film Gladiator. Who is acting as that, gladiator? Role. What's his name? Russell Crowe. Very handsome man. He was the he is close to the king. King likes him. He was the general of the country, but the son of the king want to become kings. So the son thinks that he will not be made king by his own father, but probably the general will be made the king, or his sister. So one day he hugged his father and stabbed him and killed him. When he killed his father, he became king. Then he do treacherous things to the general and his family, kill his family. The general was sent, disposed, then become a slave. Then the slave master sent him to Rome as a gladiator to earn money, more money. So once he can become a good gladiator, many spectators, so they surely got money. That's become fun, something to adorn, to admire. But the king knows, this gladiator is the general that I want to kill. He has not died. So the story goes on. When he was having a fight with the general, who is now a gladiator. At that story, he kills. As well, he killed the king, and as well finally he was also died. And the story ended like that. So what I'm going to tell you, people used to make amusement out of evil deeds. The present boxing, heavyweight champion, all those, kicking one another, boxing one another, that give rise to a man like Muhammad Ali. most popular boxer, isn't it? These are all not good deeds. Asking men and men fighting, like the Romans, men and animals. They make funs out of evils, deeds. People enjoy seeing people fighting, killing. These are all the descendants of the practice of the Romans. Many, they got Colosseum that time. Now we have millions, thousands of people watching 2-person boxings. Now the boxer, one of them is from Philippines. He used to be a very poor man, very poor, but he practiced boxing. So much so, he finally emerged as a great boxer of Philippines, then the world. Now he's running for president of Philippines after becoming famous. So you can see a boxer finally become president. What will happen to that country who are ruled by ex boxer, who are ruled by an ex actors, like in America? Who's the actor become president of America? Ronald Reagan. All these people are not going to bring good deeds. Are not going to. So people use and choose their leaders even from people who are not doing any good deeds except evil deeds. They don't think that we should choose the pious and the most devoted men to Allah. No. Never we will have. Anyone can have political parties. Then you contest in election and see who the people love most. So the person who have got the most people who love them, who give their vote, will become the president or prime minister. That's how we choose our leader. Not we choose our leader as a person who is the most devoted, the most righteous. And what you will expect? A country which are ruled not by the righteous. Naturally, there will never be any good deeds to flourish. There no work of preventing evils, no work at all. On top of that, we choose peoples, become our leaders among the devils, who pretends to become like angels. Now the boxers, all his life is boxing, all his life is acting, never go to even to the monasteries, church. Whole life is enjoying, then end up become president and ruling the people. What will these men do? Will they bring the people to Allah or bring people as they are doing? Is to satisfy their whims, fancies, desires and lusts. That's why when the prophets died, no good deeds flourishes. Only evil deeds. And Allah sent again another prophets. Then the good deeds start to flourish. But the moment the prophet died, evil deeds begin to flourish again, and so on and so on. So after the death of Prophet Isa, about 600 years, no prophets has been sent. Men have come to the level of evil deeds. They even take out their clothes and naked, circumambulating, making tawaf around the Kaaba naked, without clothes. You can see the Mecca now, but during that time, people they are actually worshipping, but they say it's more righteous to worship without having clothes. We should go naked. That's how people, that's how the people of Pompeii become so evil that they even allowed or tend to make the acts of having sexual intercourse in the public is adorable. This is the action which are adorable or allowable. So when the worlds are infested with evil deeds or flourish with evil deeds, definitely the world will be showered with calamities from time to time until, you'll be destroyed. So who is doing wrong when calamities come? Allah is giving calamities because that is the results of evil deeds. Allah says, if you doing evil deeds, no mercy will come over you. No love and kindness will flourish among you. If you do evil deeds, naturally only calamities come. Then you will scream and ask for mercy. Oh Allah! When the tsunami come to Aceh, what do? The people of Aceh, they're screaming, isn't it? They are running, screaming. No one smiling and laughing. The day before that, they are smiling and laughing. But once tsunami come, they are not smiling and laughing. They know death is coming. Finally, they are floating in the sea. A lot of, dead people with his stomach swollen, corpse, floating in the sea. At one time, not long, within 15 minutes, about 400,000 people died at one time. 400,000 people. Before the tsunami, the people of Aceh are killing one another. In the name of Islam, they say we are the one who want Islam. We must kill the armies of Indonesia and those who ever associate with them. We kill them because they are our enemies. What they are actually Muslims as them, but Muslim, the so-called Muslim, kill one another. Allah do not like this. So Allah send them, okay, you want to die? Send a calamity that take out alive at one time 400,000, not only in Aceh, even in Sri Lanka. It goes even to India, to Maldives, to Thailand, even a little bit to, no one died in Malaysia. So, after that they quiet for a while. But still now it's already a long time ago, 2004, now it's 2022. People of Aceh have forgotten it. The reason why they have done evil deeds, so evil that they kill one another, among them who are also so-called Muslim, recite the kalima. Allah do not like this. This because they disobeyed the order to prevent evils. So when men disobey the order to prevent evils, then naturally calamities will come. They will not have peace and tranquility in this world. Neither in this world, nor in the hereafter. In the hereafter, they will go to hellfire, my dear. So the Savior, in order for us to save ourselves from the chastisement of Allah, we have to prevent evils. How to prevent evils? By inviting people to good deeds. That's why the moment we have recited the great kalima, the obligation, the responsibility which is associated with the recitation of the kalima is to do the work of preventing evil by inviting people to good. If you don't do this, then we are not fulfilling the right of the reciting of the kalima, and the kalima will not be made to enter into our heart to the level at least to the level which Allah please, and we will never have good deeds. So what is in the world when they don't do the work of preventing people from evil by inviting them to good is full with evil deeds. Some evil deeds are just minor evil deeds. Some are very great evil deeds that give birth to so many evil deeds. The most evil deed is refusing to recite the kalima and refusing to fulfill the obligation, to do the work associated with recitation of the kalima. That is the greatest evil that give birth to many, many evils, and that will give birth to so many calamities which come down to the world one after another. Are we not thinking about this, brother? How important it is? But no one in the world is striving to revive this order of Allah except me. Except me. I'm alone. It's okay. Allah is with me. If no one is to help me, Allah is with me. So I do this and lecture to you daily, writing the Quran, the tafseer of the Quran, the tafseer of the Hadith, only because to prevent evils. We must do the work of inviting people to good, preventing people, or otherwise, we will be having a life in this world with agony and suffering, as well as in the life of hereafter.